Okay, so it's time for the final dish. The final, no, not final dish ever, but final dish of China for now. This is just national dishes, by the way. It's not just me cooking Chinese food. This one's different, right? It's a little weird, a little strange. No one can really agree upon how to make this or what goes into it. There are some consistencies, and that's basically what I have here, and that's how I'm gonna cook it. You can fry this. Half of them were deep fried, half of them were pan fried. I prefer pan fried chicken in general. I think it's just better. So that's what I'm gonna do. Our ingredients are green onion, garlic, ginger, boneless, skinless chicken thighs, cornstarch, white pepper, Sichuan peppercorns, dried chilies, soy sauce. You need oil to cook it in, Shaoxing cooking wine, sesame oil. So remember how I always tell you guys not to cut raw meat on a cutting board? Let's do exactly that though, because I don't know. I really just don't care that much about this rule, right? Everyone says you can't do it. Everyone all the time's like, oh, Chris, don't use raw meat on a wood cutting board, the bacteria growth. I understand, all right? But I've been doing it for so long that, like, my gut biome, man, must be nuts, right? Because I'm not getting food poisoning from this ever. I do get food poisoning. I give it to myself relatively frequently, but I always know what I did. You know, it's like, oh, I ate a bagel that definitely was in the fridge for far too long. So you want to chop this up into decent-sized chunks. We don't want them to be too big, but, like, you know, we also want to taste the chicken. We want to have some nice chunks of meat here. Now that that's done, you should stop and clean your cutting board. I'm not going to, though. I'm going to use the hand that didn't touch the meat, and we're going to make this marinade, because this needs to sit for a while, and I'm hungry. So you need like a tablespoon of soy. That was probably a little bit more. You want to use equal parts soy sauce and Shaoxing cooking wine. Also, this is the point where some people said, once again, this is probably about half of the recipes, a little bit of sesame oil. Right, and I would say like half the recipes said that, so I'm just going to put a little bit in. Not too much. I'm just going to give it a good old-fashioned mix. Now, after it's all mixed up, add in some cornstarch. Let's call it a tablespoon or so. Maybe 2 tablespoons. Doesn't really matter. I mean, I guess it does matter, but you want there to be cornstarch on the outside of the chicken. So add until you feel like it looks correct, you know? Like I said in a different video, a lot of this cooking is mostly vibe based, right? A lot of Chinese cooking, when you watch videos, they're like, yeah, and then you put a tablespoon in, and they clearly don't put anywhere near a tablespoon in, right? They're calling it a tablespoon, but that don't mean shit. Now let this sit for, I don't know, half hour or so, hour, 3 hours. You can go for as long as you want. It's a marinade. Fun fact, even though I had just washed my hands, this is when we're gonna add in, like I said, I don't know for sure about this whole 5-spice situation. Here's the thing. It's gonna make it taste delicious, but I don't know if it's necessary, right? This is though. White pepper is. You can put this in whenever. The 2 spices, they can go in whenever. They don't necessarily need to be in with the marinade. It'll probably just taste better if they're in with the marinade though. Alright, this is another thing that some people be doing. Not all, just some, but I'm gonna do it. That's toasting up their peppers, so this is supposed to be a spicy dish, by the way, if you can't tell. So throw in your regular Sichuan peppercorns. I'll say that much, right? That's probably good. Really depends on how spicy you want it. I don't really care about how spicy it is. I mean, I do. I don't want it to be too spicy that I can't eat it, but like, it also needs to look good, right? Like I'm in this almost 85% in this for the aesthetics and the aesthetics alone. All that we're doing here is toasting these bad boys up a bit. We're not trying to cook them. We're just trying to express the flavors. Get the scent out there. You definitely don't want any browning. Well, maybe a little browning. No blackening. After couple seconds, you start to get a little bit of color. That's it. That's all that you want done. Grab your chicken, give it a mix, and get it in a pan with hot oil. Hot pan, hot oil, hot everything. This is how you cook things. I don't know if you know that. You put raw things in hot things, and then boom, cooking. You want to spread it out as much as you can, and just stir fry this about. All right. Goal is to, get it cooked. That's what we're doing now. It's pretty much done here. This is the whole recipe. You're looking at it. You cook down the chicken, you throw that stuff in, you're done. You know? God, I want to add onion to this. I feel like onion would be so good in this. Just normal white onion. I understand I'm adding green onion. Also, this wok, man. Stuff really be sticking to it. Once you got your chicken mostly cooked through, throw in your peppers. Add in your garlic. Honestly, you can add in the whites of the green onion too. They take a little bit longer than the green. Add in the ginger as well. Once things are basically done, add in the green onions, a whole lot of them. And that's pretty much it, guys. That's the whole recipe. Take it off the heat and figure out plating, which you probably should have done before this. It's gonna be a rice in the center. Let's go with rice to the side. I mean, come on. That's one of the nicest dishes you've ever seen, probably, right? Am I wrong? You can't tell me I'm wrong. That looks fantastic. All right, photos have been taken. It is time to try it out. Just grab a nice piece of chicken there. Look at how perfectly I cooked that. Let me just flex on you guys really quick. Look at which side is. I don't know which side the camera's on. Look at that, perfect. God, it's good. Earlier I said I'd want onion in this, and I'm in love with you. It'd still be good with onion. Doesn't really need it. Green onion adds enough oniony flavor. A piece of that garlic in there too. I saw some recipes online saying that you can use peanuts in this too, which I think is fine. I think it's more of a takeout situation. This could only get better if I would have let it marinate longer than like 30-40 minutes. But overall, a delicious, numbing spice. It's really making me salivate a lot. I'm a big fan of this. I recommend giving it a shot. That is the end of me making dishes for China. Normally it's one per country, but like I said, China's too different. They don't have enough. They don't have a official dish. Here's what we're doing. I'll see you guys next time, though, with a different country's national dish.